A couple of days ago, it's come out that Errol Spence Jr. won't be facing Pacquiao, and got the internet and the boxing world in the uproar. Emotions running high. People that support Errol Spence are going full steam ahead to cushion him. You got people that don't really like Errol Spence going in on him and stuff like that. You got some other channels being just disrespectful, on a whole nother level. And I already talked about that. But I think I got this whole thing figured out, bro. I sat back today about an hour ago and I just was just trying to analyze like what would what is you know what would the reason be for him to fake an injury? Is it because he's afraid of Pacquiao? I see a lot of people talking about he saw how Pacquiao was doing in sparring, so he backed out of the fight. I see people saying he was getting rocked in sparring, so he wasn't ready for Pacquiao, so he backed out of the fight. Honestly, I don't think that it was any of those things. I really think it was something else, a little bit more political. Now, here's what I think is going to happen. This is what's going to happen, just like this. Next Saturday night, Yordenis Ugas is going to lose that fight. It's going to take for him to get a knockout. I mean, he's going to have to put Manny out, kind of like how Marquez did, or he's going to have to have him on the rings, pummeling him until the ref stops it. It's the only way he's winning that fight. He's not walking out of that ring with that WBA belt. That's just the way it is. This is how they're setting it up. And it's sad that I gotta make these kind of these videos like this, but this is the state of boxing, and this is where we are. Shit, this is a serious topic for me. I ain't even put no background music on this motherfucking video. It's crazy. But yeah, he the climate in boxing, people have to sit and figure out scenarios to why shit's happening, and that's how bad it is. That's how bad it is now. So what I think is gonna happen is what I'm pretty certain is gonna happen. I, I I'm telling you guys, this is all revolved around that WBA belt. It's all revolved around Errol saying he wants to become undisputed, and it's also revolved around him saying he only could do one more fight in the division. But technically, man, if this goes the way I think it's gonna go, he's gonna have two more fights left, and then he's gonna move up, or people are gonna be as right as they say they are. He's gonna duck Terrence Crawford and move up to 154. Either one of those scenarios are going to be what's going to play out for Errol Spence. Either A, he's going to fight Pacquiao and Bud, or B, he's just going to fight Pacquiao, drop the belts and move up and duck Bud, duck Terrence Crawford. That's the only two ways out of this, I think. So what's going to happen is Yordenis Ugas is going to get beat. Either he's going to get robbed. He's either going to do really good that Saturday. It's going to be where he pretty much was beating the shit out of Pacquiao for 12 rounds, and then the judges still gave it to Pacquiao, or it's going to be he had 2 rounds up over Pacquiao, but the judges still gave it to Pacquiao. Either way, Manny Pacquiao is walking out of the ring with the WBA strap. That is the belt he petitioned to get back from Ugas. You guys remember that? He petitioned to get that back, and he was shot down. So they had to figure out a way to get that belt back in Manny's hands for Errol Spence to get a hold of it. I'm telling you guys, that's what's happening. I feel it. That's what's happening. So, they don't want to miss out on Manny because that's a big bag. That's the only reason. If it was Ugas, let's say if Ugas was in Manny Pacquiao's position right now, it wouldn't matter if they skipped over the Ugas fight because Ugas is not a draw like that. So it wouldn't matter. They would just scrape Ugas to the side and okay, whatever. We just get it doesn't matter if we get the belt in Ugas' hands, because Ugas ain't a big draw, you know. Real talk. And I'm telling you, that's what it would have been like. If Pacquiao was in Ugas' position and Ugas was in Pacquiao's position, and Pacquiao had the belt, nobody would be fighting Ugas. They would just forget all about him. But Pacquiao's the factor here. And I'm telling you, that's what's happening. So Ugas is gonna lose the strap. Pacquiao's gonna get the hold of the belt, and he's not going to defend that belt. He's gonna hold on to it, just like he was doing when he took it from Keith Thurman. He's gonna hold on to it, not fight. Errol Spence is gonna be sitting on the sidelines. They're gonna say he had the injury. They're gonna give him his time and say, okay, let some time pass for the heal his eye and stuff, assuming that this thing is real, right? If it's not real, they're still going to go with that whole narrative that it is. And then we're going to be thinking that he's sitting on the sidelines waiting to fix his eyes, waiting for his eye to fully heal and him to train and all this stuff. Errol Spence is not going to fight anybody else until Pacquiao. And this is going to be in 2022. That's what's going to happen. They're going to push it like somewhere in the middle of 2022 or something like that. Maybe like April or something like that, 2022. You might see it April, May. So Pacquiao is gonna hold on to that fucking belt all the way from now, all the way to fucking around April and May. He's gonna hold it hostage. He's not gonna defend it. He's not gonna give Thurman another shot. It's not gonna be Virgil Ortiz. It's not gonna be a Boots Ennis. It's not gonna be anybody else. Terrence Crawford. Nobody's gonna get a crack at that belt but Errol Spence. They're gonna tell Manny to sit his ass down for a little bit, like he's been doing, right? I mean, they're not going to strip him for it. Remember, they gave him 2 years before they stripped it the first time. So why would they strip it over a few months, right? So they're going to have Errol come back in and fight him. And then, more than likely, what you're going to see is Errol might end up having issues with Pacquiao in that ring. Or Errol might end up icing him. But let's just say Errol ends up having issues with Pacquiao in that ring, right? Let's just say. They're going to still get that fight to fucking Errol. It's going to be like kind of like another Jeff Horn thing where they robbed Pacquiao for the belt. And then they're going to give it to Errol Spence. And then that's when Errol Spence is going to have 3 belts. And he can either line up the fight with Bud or move up. Now, that's where it gets dicey at. What will Errol do then? Will he duck Bud and then move up? He might. Remember, he said he wanted one more fight. And that last fight might be Pacquiao. Drop his belt. I can't make weight no more. Go up to 154. Or he might honor what the fuck he said and say, Bud, yeah, let's get him. And I got the strap. I'm ready. And then they fight, and then he moves up after the Crawford fight. Those are the scenarios, bro. That's what I see happening. But the point I'm making here is there's going to be robberies. You're going to see a few robberies. I'm telling you what's going to happen. All in the favor of Errol Spence. This is Errol Spence's PBC's golden boy. That's their golden egg. They're going to make sure that everything lines up for Errol Spence. So you're going to see Yordenis Ugas get robbed first. And then you're going to see Pacquiao get robbed in the ring with Errol Spence. If Errol beats him convincingly, okay, good. Errol, he earned that belt. But if it's some funny stuff where the fight was close or Manny was beating up on Errol for most of the fight and they still give it to Errol, then you know why. And you come back to the video and tell me if I was right or not. So those are the 2 things. Manny's going to get robbed from Errol and Ugas is going to get robbed from Manny, all in the sake of giving that WBA to Errol, gifting it to him. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. And the only way that my theory will be wrong is if Errol go in there and just knock Pacquiao out, or if Ugas go in there and knock Pacquiao out when he fights him on Saturday, and it throws a whole wrench in their whole plan, which I don't think is going to happen. Mark my words, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's Rebel Life Boxing, and I'm off this.